536 blocks up just to get to the height. So that's on all 4 sides. So that's 36 times 4. Ugh, doing this in my head is going to be annoying. Anyway, each wire would have to travel 36 blocks and just to get up here, and then it would have to travel a bit further. So gold wire, we lose 4 volts per meter. So 36 times 4 is... Yeah, what is 36 times 4?
36 times 4? I know. Let me do the quick math. I have my calculator here.
We gotta make sure we don't lose too much voltage. The problem is, if we have low voltage running through these wires...
144.
Probably gonna have to up our voltage. We're probably gonna have to use at least 1 gearbox on this before we send it up, because if we have really low voltage, then the voltage loss...
Is there some way to test the voltage?
Well, the voltage is based on the speed.
Oh yeah, then we're definitely gonna have to use a gearbox, because most we're
8 volts per radian. We're only getting 32 radians out of the 4 stack, so we're only gonna get 32 times 8, which is what?
32 times 8 is 2 times 256.
So that's going to be the voltage on each one of these sets of
Minus
4.
1, and we have the loss, so it was 144.
The loss of 36 just to get to the top, up to the level where we send it to the dam. The ones that are further away. In the end,
we would only be gaining 112.
The ones that are further away from this wall still have to go further, and they all have to go at least what appears to be at least 20 blocks to get into the dam. Although we can, once they get up here, we can combine them all together.
So if we can put like a some kind of speed box onto those things, it can help.
I don't know. I feel like what we want to do is we want to...
Because at that range, we'll be losing over half what we get out of the hydros.
We need to connect them together so that we can run the most voltage. Because the amperage is always the same. The amperage doesn't go up when you connect multiple wires of the same amperage together. The voltage does. So what we want to do is we want to connect them together down there and then run a single wire up here. Because then the voltage will be highest. While we'll still lose power, we won't lose nearly as much power as all 4 of them. But we're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit because we still need a way of... Well, no, we're not really, because if we can't get the power out, there's no point in putting lube in it. So we got to get these things built. So, generators. I mean, induction things.
The induction generator, so we're going to need a gold shaft.
Which is thankfully lossless.
Or is it induction motor that makes the power?
It's the induction generator. The motor's the output. We need generators, impellers, tin, copper, HSI steel, nickel, and base panels. Alright, so
does.
Almost got it set up. We'll be able to get power delivery set up pretty quickly. The worm gear, you don't remember? It's basically a, what is it, a 16 to 1 that loses? It doesn't require, it's like a gearbox that doesn't require lube, but it loses power and only goes in one direction. It increases.
I'm just wondering if it would be good to use it on this grinder.
I know, it loses power. Worm gears are good. Well, worm gears are never good, I don't think, but I used to use them in the early game. You could use a worm gear combined with I forget which setup of engines in order to run a grinder in the very early game. Until you got enough until you got enough resources for better power. Well, for gearboxes. Once you got lube set up, you just north and west. You just didn't use them anymore. You know what I've wanted to do for a while? I wanted to do like a let's play of like some old games. But it's not really my target audience. They probably wouldn't want to see it like a Sega Genesis game. Because I found I really like it. South and east. South and east. You know what I'm looking forward to? There's one game that I'm really looking forward to. It's not going to be out forever. So that's going to be west and south. Cyberpunk 2077. The new game in development by CD Projekt Red. It's going to be amazing. I trust CD Projekt Red to make a good game more than any other dev.
Question. Do you think 2 grinders running at 13 seconds. 13 seconds would be better than 1 grinder running at 10.
We'll do the math. I mean, that means you would get 1 every 10 seconds. Do the math on 13 every 2 every 13 seconds. And then you can figure it out if you
Let's see.
divide so 13 divided by 2 means you'd be getting 1 every roughly 6 seconds. So yes, it is better. Because 1 every 6 seconds is better than 1 every 10 seconds. Because 2 in 13 seconds is just a little bit.
And then when you take the seed husk and put it through the centrifuge, you're basically doubling more.
Yeah. Remember, it's always better to have 2 set up as long 2 is always better than 1 as long as the
speeds are right.
As long as the speed of the 1 is not half the speed of the 2. Because if it's half the speed of the 2, then you're better off with 1 because it's the same amount. How come you're beaming so much orange energy right now? What are you doing?
I'm making wool.
Ah.
Well, we don't have any wool. We need it for the
Yeah. No, I was just wondering what you were crafting that requires all that orange. Portocali energy. It makes sense though. Wool would require warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I mean, I don't think that's what portocali means. That's just what It's the one that gives you fire resist. So, okay. So now I need the wire, insulated gold wire. Redka will watch this and be like, they were doing it all wrong. So, Waterlubber will watch it and be like, it's so inefficient. I can hear the
To be fair, I think I have to set far from the world there wasn't even remotely efficient.
Okay, so insulated gold wire coming out of each one of these. The easiest way to connect them together is through the center.
But we do like a ring of gold wire along the outside walls that goes up and connects in one point.
No, yeah, I can just, well, because the waterfall just goes all the way to the wall now, it means that I would need to, oh, I shouldn't have built it this way. I should have put, I should have, instead of putting this like this, I should have put this over here so that I could just easily connect 2 together. Oh, it don't matter. I just need to dig into the floor. Oh yes, having this high voltage wire directly adjacent to the waterfall won't be a problem at all. So like because it actually isn't. So now we've got ElectriCraft wire running it up into the dam. How are we going to convert this into RF? I don't think you can't go straight from ElectriCraft to RF, can you?
I don't know. That's the thing.
I don't think you can.
You were the one that did the tutorial. I was hoping you'd know.
You can convert electric power back into shaft power, but I don't think.
I still want to find out if you can hook up a hydrokinetic to the massive RF generator from ReactorCraft and see if that works.
So, let's see here. If you wanted to take the induction motor and connect it back into this, you couldn't, because even with the tungsten upgrade, its source limit is 4. Oh no, we do have 4 power sources right now. We have 4 induction motors, so it would actually work. We could slap an induction motor on it once we get to the dam, and then we can be dealing with shaft power again. But then, if we're going to do that, it's like, well, why did you even convert it into electricity in the first place? Well, so we can only run 1 wire. Well, if you'd run shafts up here, it would have been lossless. Well, but we'd need bedrock.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess...
And we'll also have the issue with possible grinding.
Alright, so now I would need an induction motor. Speed up. I want myself some inductive metal blend, so I can make this flux conductance upgrade and see if I can apply it to the motor. I don't know. Maybe this is all. I should just ask Ray that. I'll ask him after this. Come on, I've only got 3 minutes left. Hurry up.
3 minutes left for what?
The recording session, then I gotta go. Come on, speed up. Obviously, I'm gonna cut this part. Come on, we're almost there. It's almost got enough speed to run. Come on, pulse jet. But then it's gotta get hot enough. Come on. Hey, we're going. We're doing it. And there we go. Inductive ingots. Pulse jet creates like flashes of light.
How do you know you're not being burned alive?
I'm not standing on it.
Standing near it's enough.
Is this thing gonna explode? Nah,
Once it has water, you're fine.
yeah. It's at 867. Water doesn't even drain that quickly. You'd think it would drain faster. What's that other tank?
What other tank?
There's another tank
Where?
on the in the pulse jet for some other liquid.
Oh no, maybe liquid metal or something? Where is it?
To the right of the.
Oh no. Maybe more coolant, more fluids, maybe lubricant? I don't know.
Alright, we're good
Maybe
now.
it's a catalyst liquid, you know what I mean? That makes sense.
I forget. Maybe you can put liquid nitrogen in. Okay, so I've got that. Now I just need to make the upgrade. So tungsten in the center, circuit boards, inductive ingots. Thankfully I've already got a circuit board, because that would be annoying. Sintered tungsten, inductive, display, flux conductance upgrade. Can I put this on the motor? No. Damn.
And while you're waiting for...
Damn it! I probably need
What
another
happened?
upgrade before I get to the flux conductance, don't I? If that's
Hmm.
even the one that you do. Oh, Reka. I wish that the book actually had the right name of the upgrade in there. It's not redstone cooling. Maybe I need the magnetic coil upgrade first. Or maybe you just go straight to the thermal stability upgrade, which is the big tungsten. You need a blast furnace for that and cooling things. Oh well.
Well, if we were to come over here, you can see what I did with the farm to make it work. At least it works enough to sustain these 4 wheels.
We're going to take a look at it, and I can at least get this motor set up so that we'll actually start producing some power. Cool.
See 2 grinders making the seed husk and these 3
13.6.
centrifuges.
Why do you have a flywheel?
I was in cream mode testing, and I went to grab the dynamo and just grabbed a random thing to put there.
Okay. I see how this is going. A bedrock gearbox.
Yeah.
You really
Like I
need
said.
that, Shiva.
I just grabbed whoever.
Alright. So now we know officially that you can run water wheels in a stream, and then you can add waterfalls to it, and it'll actually increment the power.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
cool. Alright. So now, let's just go set this up. I want to set this up briefly, because I want to see power coming through this.
And you have this massive drum of lube on top if you did not notice.
Indeed. I want to see power going through this. So, there we go. Now I just got to put a lube into one barrel of generators. Okay, we're running. Now we just got to come up here and see what's happening. Oh, something untoward is occurring.
What do you mean?
Ah, darn it.
What happened?
It's not working.
I'm hearing wires melt.
No, it's the motor. We're losing all of our power before we even get to the motor. That's the problem. We're losing
How so?
We're losing all of our voltage to power loss.
It's not even hooked up according to what I'm seeing.
If you look at the wire with it on, you'll see that point voltage gets to 0 before it even gets here.
Yeah, I told you it's 144 volt loss for this range.
Okay. Oh. It also doesn't help that these stupid engines weren't running anymore because they ran out of lube.
There's a massive jam of loop. Let me see. I still hear it, but let me check.
Is there any power on the dyno?
No, nothing's getting through the wiring. It stops.
Okay,
Actually, stop. Do you know what? I'm losing the transducer. It stops like 1 block before it.
I know. All right, I activated another section of engines. Well, we should have more power. Oh, it's still not working.
It stops right here. Right here, where I'm standing.
Wait, oh, right, the voltage doesn't change. The amperage changed. So we have double the amperage and the same voltage. Right.
What?
When I add the second bank, it increases the amperage, not the voltage.
No, look at that. Look at that and right-click the wire.
No, I can see it with I know our power loss is we're running out of power almost right before we get there. So I need to break this wire, and we just need to move the motor
a bit closer
if I want to be able to see it running this episode. But we're gonna have to fix that by gearing down the things to have
maybe more
voltage.
speed.
Higher voltage. Yep, we need to gear this stuff for more speed because with the higher voltage.
Okay, can I have my transducer back?
What? Yes.
My transducer I threw at you.
Right
Thank
there.
you. You should probably make one.
I know, I should. Alright.
We are getting 9.3 kilowatts at 9.3 kilonewtons at 1 rad.
Which is completely crap. It's because the motor is well, it's because of the power loss, but also because the motor is there's too many power sources.
Well, let me try something.
It needs to be upgraded.
Let's get tier 5 and see how this thing's performs.
Grab an already upgraded motor.
That's what I'm doing.
Let me have this.
Mind grabbing that?
Yeah, I grabbed it. Grab one. It says that it has 4x amplifiers on it.
So
still doing it?
Yeah, but look at what it's doing.
Hey, if you put cooling coil on there, cooling fins on there, will it actually affect it? Oh no, there we go. We're good. Now power's out. We're out of lube. Oh well, we're gonna have to fiddle with this, and I'm gonna have to talk to Reika about it and see what our optimal setup will be. Probably maxing the voltage with some gearboxes, getting as much voltage as possible. So anyway, so that we don't lose it all on the way. I wonder if that actually helps. But anyway, we just need to put. Okay, I gotta find out. We gotta put some lube in this. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed as we dick around with stuff that we don't really fully. I'm gonna activate 2 sections of wheel.
You just died. Somebody's up here.
What? It's because I activated 2 sections of the wheel. I think that now it's just overloaded. Let me go break the wire and disconnect those.
Hang on, let me try something before you break the wire.
You just go look at the thing.
I know, I was trying to see if putting 2 induction motors would help.
Okay, is anything happening?
So
back down to 8,000. So we're only off of 1 bank. But it doesn't look to be working.
Can't introduce things. If there's 8 volts here, so that thing's receiving 4 volts.
Yeah, we gotta fix it. We gotta the gold wire is probably too lossy, but once we just need to what we need to do is we need to gear down the hydros so that we have a lot more voltage, because once we have like all 4 of those sections running, it'll be fine. The question
I think just for having one.
The question that we need to have answered is whether or not this motor, because it's only allowed to have 4 power sources, whether it's able to tell how many hydros are behind those induction motors. right? Because there's only 4 induction motors down there, which means that we should be able to activate all 4, and it only knows there's 4 induction motors, and that's fine. But if the system looks back and sees that, oh, behind those 4 induction motors there's actually 16 hydros, that means there's 16 power sources, and says, oops, that's 16 power sources, you need more induction motors. I need to ask Reiki and find that out. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. It's definitely, we're coming along. We definitely have made some significant progress, and it does look really cool down here. With all these gold wires and
we got the lube system partially, hopefully working now.
With all these gold wires and engines, and yeah, we're losing too much power because we're going too far with it.
In the loop, we're still not breaking even.
But
even with all I have.
Stay tuned for future episodes. Like and comment the video if you did enjoy it. Yeah, sorry that their videos have been a little short lately, but there will be 2 episodes up now, so it's going to be good. Because I'm going to have both of my days off this next week, so we'll be able to have plenty of normal videos. So yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Join our Discord if you're interested, especially if you've got some questions. Reika's on there now. But if you're going to join our Discord, don't bother. I'm SentinalhMC, and I'm signing out.